Hello, this is Azrael, and in my haste to put up a bunch of videos quickly, one of the most important symbols of the New Age movement and Wicca and just about every other aspect of any religion is the pentagram and the pentacle. There is a difference. The pentagram is just a five-pointed star. The pentacle is the same five-pointed star encased in a circle. Now, the irony is that these symbols have been used in just about every religion and every culture from day one. Any culture with any form of mathematical prowess has come up with this same symbol. Even cultures that have been separated and have never communicated with each other. That far back in history and that far back in archaeology, the pentacle and pentagram has often been found in religions and in cultures that have never communicated with anybody. This is important. Some of the symbolism of the pentagram, which this is important too. Most people can see a person standing outstretched with their arms and their legs slightly outstretched to represent the arms, legs, and head to make 5 points. And still even yet, another part which is very important is that the modern Wiccan movement, as well as just about any magical practice, say that each point of that pentagram represents 5 elements: earth, fire, water, air, and spirit. This is also very important because the pentagram has a little secret meaning that most people I've come across have never made the connection, and many have. But just in case you haven't, I'm going to state it here in a few minutes. Now, the real irony in this case that at least in most Western civilizations that are Christian, they are the greatest enemies and anti-New Age movement, anti-Wicca, you name it. The irony is that they look at this symbol as a form of evil, but yet they don't know their history, because the pentagram and the pentacle have been used by the Catholic Church, the Protestant Church, and the Jews, the Israelites. The Jews and Israelites used the pentagram to represent the 5 books of Moses, and Christians, ironically, used it to represent the 5 wounds of Christ, the 2 legs, the 2 arms, and then the spear in the chest, the 5 wounds of Christ. Now, the irony on top of the irony is that the witch hunters, the people that put witches to the flames, actually used this symbol, the pentagram and the pentacle, to protect against witchcraft. Could you guys imagine that? The irony that the very symbol that witches often use as their main symbol, much like a Christian will use a cross, used the pentagram as a form of protection. But this has fallen away and have been forgotten by most Protestants, which just begs to their testimony that they don't know what they're talking about, because they don't even know their own history. As a matter of fact, here's some churches built in the 15 and 1600s that actually bear the pentagram. Okay? Now, a few minutes ago I said I was going to elaborate on the pentagram and its hidden meaning. Well, its hidden meaning is that this is the blueprint of a magic ceremony. You see, the star, people often see the star, the pentacle, as a person with their arms stretched out. It represents a human being. Okay, arms stretched out, legs stretched out, and 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. 5 points. So this represents you. And when you cast, most people when they cast a spell, they cast a circle, and they stand in the center of that circle. So the pentagram, and then encased in the circle, making it the pentacle. And what does every good little boy and girl who practices magic understand when you cast a circle and stand in the middle of it? What is usually the first thing you do in most rituals? You invoke the 5 elements. Spirit being deity within the circle. And then you call the 4 quarters of north, south, east, and west. And I'll get more into them later on when we start talking about witchcraft and magic. Right now I'm going to keep it simple. So there you have it. The pentacle with you in the center of a circle and the 5 elements. This is usually what is done before most magic rites. So that's one reason why I really like the pentacle, is that it represents the blueprint of any magic rite. Well, now that you know the difference, wear them with pride, wear them for protection, and educate people about them who might not know the difference.